biological hazards, radiation hazards, then psychological hazards. There are chemical hazards. Okay? Here we are discussing
Yes,
about the
sir.
biological hazards. There are virus, बैक्टीरिया, पैरासाइट्स, कीड़े मकोड़े जो होते हैं, ठीक है, और बैक्टीरिया
Yes, sir.
होता है. दिस इज वायरस कैन गेट फ्रॉम द biological from human to human. Okay, even from the animals. Radiations, ultraviolet radiations from exposure to sunlight, or arc welding. Arc welding is a process, for welding. It can produce the radiations as well. So we should protect ourselves from this ionizing radiations, from X-rays, and there are radiations, ultrasound radiations. There are infrared radiations, which comes from the baking and heating of process. It's in the process areas. So there are different type of radiations are exposure to the atmosphere, which can damage your health. Okay, and biological, if you are man to man, like say it's a COVID-19, human should go away from each other. There are flu, there are many other diseases which are biological diseases. These are also the hazard, so we should avoid and take care of ourselves. When we say the psychological, right?
Yes, sir.
Previous, if you see the previous slide, I told you
Yes, sir.
which slide was the example. Okay. Have you seen the previous slide? Slide
Yes,
number
sir.
slide number 6
Six.
down, ergonomic hazards.
Yes, sir.
This is the relative with the psychological. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This hazard affects on the people mental well-being and behavior, such as workload, showers, abuses, shifts, arrangements, then workplace violence. There is a workplace is not environmentally friendly, it's unfriendly workplace. Then many other things. Your boss pressurizing, pressurize at job site, or pressurizing from the home as well. This is called the psychological, which can damage your brain, which can damage your nerve system, and it can cause a big disaster in your health. So always be relaxed, don't take tension, don't take stress, don't keep your blood pressure always normal, and get your job done calm and quiet. And if you feel stress, go in the open air, have a deep oxygen, and release it slowly and gently. Go away for some time from your job stress and relax yourself, because your health is more important to your job, more important than money, and more important than anything is your health. And if you see stress from your home, go out from your home and relax for some time. And if you find some people who are cheaters, who are liars, who are negative approach, always keep yourself away if you want to have a good brain health, psychological health. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Sheet number 7 is the risk hazards. There are three types of risk hazards. Number one, high risk hazards, medium risk hazards, low risk hazards. High risk hazards, what are those? This can cause permanent disability. This, you can lose your life. You can loss of anything, even structure, bomb blast, the structure damage, fire, structure damage. These are called the high risk hazards. Okay, there is earthquake and the buildings are damaged, people get buried. This is the high risk hazard. Okay, then is the medium risk hazards. This hazard with the score less losses, but still there is a can happen. Serious injuries can happen, or illness can happen, or you can have some part of damage, but it's recoverable. So it's a medium. Low risk hazards, minor disabling injury or illness. Somebody was going to have a small, thorn in the foot, or he was removing the roses and have the injury, small injury. These are low risk, doesn't matter. It's not such a serious hazards. So like disruptive property damage, somebody nailing, there's no problem, there's no damage. But if he is using the jackhammer to break the wall, it's the high risk hazard. Okay, you understand? समझ आए कि नहीं?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sheet number 8. These are the dealing with hazards, elimination, substitution, engineering control. These chapters you will study in the next further courses when you are going as a supervisor. These are just an idea about the hazards, how to deal with the hazards. Either you eliminate them, substitute them, or engineering control करें उसको, administrative control करें, or personal protection करें. Okay? Personal protection means you should have your personal protective equipment like a hard hat, like goggles, like earplugs, like safety shoes. Okay? Administrative control means the management, they should control the hazards and they should make law, rules, regulations, and they should implement. And if somebody is not implementing or following the rule, he should be removed from the project site. And engineering controls should make the design of such designs, they should be eliminate or reduce the hazards, or we should stop the hazards. Okay? So elimination, substitution, engineering, administration, and personal protection, these are the dealing with the hazards. And next slide, number 10, last slide, is the things we can do it. Keep the housekeeping. Always keep the things cleaned. Even your home should be cleaned. Your room should be cleaned. Your bed sheet should be properly done. Your bed should be properly done. Your pillow should be neat and clean. You should have neat and clean room. Okay? Store. Because if there are cockroaches, it means you have the blood cancer related diseases. Okay? The cockroaches always comes where? On the dirt. The flies, if you can have the cholera because flies comes on the dirt. So neat and clean housekeeping is very important. Your toilet should be cleaned as well, free from odors, and your washroom, when you are going there, get it cleaned. Use some detergents. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All the store area should be cleaned, properly racked, and should be protected from the mouse, from the lizards, from the cockroaches, from the crawling insects, so that you should have the proper nice storage area for the food, so the mouse they can generate the town, Okay?
Yes, sir.
And make sure that every steps have the guardrails. Make sure your toilet is non-slip resistant, slip resistant tile. Be sure that your kitchen products are above the approach of the children. Okay? and don't keep acids, DDTs, insect killing in the open. It should be in lock and key. It should be out the reach of the children. Make sure, okay, even it is not in the books, but you should always remember, for your safety, for the safety of your family, for the safety of your friends, for the safety of yourself. Okay? When you are going
Yes,
at
sir.
the site, be sure you are not going in front of the equipments which are running. Operate equipments correctly. Make sure. Barricade the area. Barricade. You will study for the next slides how to barricade the areas. Okay? And follow the safe work rules, regulations and procedures which are developed. As you are trained person, so you should be example and you should tell others how to protect your place, and don't walk away from the hazards. Just fix it and report it to your seniors so that you can be protected, your team can be protected, and there should not be any loss of life, loss of property, and loss in the health as well. Okay? Okay, sir?